Who's on here giving me hearts already? I saw that. Let's see what's going on. It's probably gonna be like a short stream. Going on for like an hour. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna do an hour streaming. Blah 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 blah. Damn. Put this on shuffle. Shuffle it around. Oh shoot. US1 Tahoe, what's up? Oh, that's so cool, man. I appreciate you visiting. Showing love, man. Everything is good, you know. Could be better in the markets, you know. But everything is cool. I hope the same is with you. And a big shout out to Arca and to all of his homies over there at his channel and his Discord. Yeah, man. Just one day at a time, one day closer to, you know, eventually the inevitable. And you know, like I've always been preaching, you know, we've always got to make sure that we are all properly hedged and safe in our investments and what we do. Because, like, forget about it, man. Things are insane. Like, things are just going insane. And it just doesn't make any sense, you know? Even though I'm more technical, I'm more emotional about these things. But yeah, just here, you know, trying to look through things. I don't know what you're invested in. I'm usually talking about GTI in terms of technicals. Right now, I'm like currently looking at last year's 10K. Apparently there's supposed to be a 10K releasing before this month is over. And let's see. Yeah, just like looking at like what the balance sheet says. I don't know what the number is going to be for sure for last year. Since as of December 31st, 2022, you know, their balance sheet was huge. And based off the big run that had happened on October of that year, so let's see. Taking Arca's master course, focusing on staying in cash and trading options. Yes. Even though what's crazy is that I when I first started doing this around February of 2021. I stuck with well, of course I started with shares and just like buying and holding some some stock that continued to go down, and then I played something else, and then I eventually found options, which is pretty wild. And I gotta say, you really have to be completely disciplined when it comes to options, and you just have to know when to get in and get out. You know, study your technicals, right? Accumulation phases, you know, supply and demand. If you're in for the short term, you know, scalping options, there's all of that stuff. I feel like, you know, little by little, as you get into it, you become more aware, more disciplined, more, you know, you get more better at your time management too as well. Certain signals and indicators, and I like that idea. You know, I like the fact that he's actually willing to contribute. And exactly, there you go. So he teaches to fish rather than just fishing or being fed. Yep. Why not take something and share it to the rest of the world who needs to eat, who needs to learn how to, you know, fish and get fed. Because everyone out here is hungry. Everyone out here is starving, you know? Everyone here is struggling. Everyone out here is, you know, trying to make ends meet and trying to put food for their family's table. And, you know, this is the only way you got to do it. So by all means, you know, respects to my guy Arca for doing such a thing, and it's out of generosity, you know. More people were like that, I'm pretty sure there would be less struggles. And, you know, from the kindness of our hearts, you know, we could be able to, you know, share the experience with everybody else that doesn't know. So one day at a time, like you said earlier, one step at a time. And shoot, we're here to make something happen. We're here to win, to be victorious in every trade that we get into. Maddie, what's up with you, man? Welcome back. And again, US One Tahoe, thank you for joining me. Welcome, and I appreciate your vibes, and you know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So, yeah. Everybody else that's joining into the stream, feel free to show some love. Hit that like. You already know what to do. This is Lion of All Trades here with another edition of the stream. Not gonna be on here for too long. Had a long week and I am tired. Also, tomorrow is Good Friday, so we do we do have a day off from the market. Yay! And Friday, of course. So we have a 3-day weekend for us, and to not really worry much about the market and what's happening, while also, you know, having us to reset, you know, reset, regenerate, you know, whatever the case is, you know, rethink strategies, come up with new ones. And you know, as long as, you know, we are taking the necessary steps to succeed in those trades, and, you know, by all means, get back to that drawing board and and study. Anyways, Yeah, good to see you too, Maddie. Good evening to you. Roselli? No, no, sleeping. It's probably gonna have an off day. Another off day. I don't know. I'm like literally using like I've just been more comfortable using Thinkorswim and using indicators that seems a lot more comfortable for me to use. And I like the fact that it does show you a lot of well, I mean, it has the learning center education in terms of wanting to know about specific patterns, strategies, studies, and all that good stuff. Drawings, Fibonacci. I still have a lot, honestly, Tahoe. I still have a lot to go through, you know. And I consider myself to be, I guess, at an amateur level. I don't know if I'm between beginner and intermediate, but I sure as know, like, what signal is telling me, what the indicators are telling me. So, as long as I have that down packed, and I look at like what's going on in the short term and the long term, and based on those indicators, then that's how I can be able to determine and confirm that there is a potential upside or downside. What do you use, by the way, Tahoe? Do you use Thinkorswim or do you use TradingView like Arca? Because I do use TradingView as well, and I look into Webull for like time and sales options. Here's Thinkerview. Think I said Thinkerview. I said TradingView, and I'm using somebody else's TradingView, by the way. Don't tell anybody. But I'm loving. I'm loving like what TradingView has to offer. Honestly, the only difference is that TradingView is a lot smoother. You can tell in the way that that it moves. So it's a little bit more fluid. And the desktop version of Thinkorswim, it could be a lot more fluid too. But overall, I mean, both of them have a lot to offer. Even though, even though honestly, I mean, not promoting or doing anything like that, but just my opinion, of course. Of course, I didn't really have to pay for for Thinkorswim. Instead of just having an account with them, but everything is given to you free. And all can't even talk. All the indicators and the studies, I think they're great too as well. But I feel like they should add in a lot more because, quite frankly, like TradingView has a shat ton of indicators. Like you have yourself a list. Lion cheap. Hey, listen, I'm trying to get more bang for my buck. Also, more bang for no buck. But here, they have a lot of scripts for real. Like these indicators really do help in a lot of ways. But let's go in for example, and let's start reviewing some charts. So before I get started, I always gotta give out the disclaimer. This is a short stream, and of course, anything that's being said here on the stream and on chat is strictly our opinion. All right, this is not financial advice. This is only for entertainment and educational purposes. And you are your own decision maker of your own money and your investments, as long as you are properly hedged, safe, and know your research. Do your own DD. Everybody again who's coming into the stream, show some love, that like, and please feel free to join in on the conversation. I would appreciate it really, really much. Maddie, you know how it is. And we're going to just start right off the bat with GTII and what happened today. The last day of the week, of the trading week, since tomorrow is Good Friday, and Friday the market is closed. We're just going to see what the volume is like, or was like. And what are we looking forward to seeing in the next week? All right. Now, there must have been some type of craziness here that happened. Maddie, I know you're always looking at time and sales and what's happening with GTII. We all noticed the long wick, this bull wick that happened here. And GTII literally dropped 3 cents. Well, it traded in a range of 3 cents. And we opened at, I like to say this from ARCA because, it's easier to read it this way, but, spot 2755, which is 27.5 cents. And it opened at spot 2755 and it dropped to a low of spot 2511. So it ended up hitting this area that I've been having here for such a long time, for ages. And you can see that it's been hitting this area for such a long time. I'd say since about January 9th. Stony, good to see you, brother. How's everything? I was just looking into his video. Last time the 10K was dropped was March 31st of last year. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna definitely release it either March 31st on Sunday, same day. And then released on Monday, April 1st. I'm also curious about the balance sheet. Of course, the balance sheet was super high, according to the financials of December 31st, 2022, and the run that happened in October of 2022. I still have it up here. So yeah, there's a lot here. A lot of information that you can see for the year's end of last year, and was this consolidated statements of cash flows. So compared to 2021, the adjustment to reconcile net loss to net cash used in operating activities, net of acquisition. You can see it doubled from 6 million to 13.5 million. But I'm not really too deep into that stuff, so that's not much of my forte. I gotta find somebody who knows about their financials. You can't read? Scrolling too quick? Here. I mean, I could drop it for you, I could drop it on the Here, I could drop it for you right now. If you want to read last year's 10K, link is right there on the chat. Let's see. So, you know, what a crazy bounce overall. And what we can see from here, it was a jump from spot 2511 all the way to a high of spot 2819. So, you know, it's a pretty good jump from there and ending up back to where this level was. So 28 cents has really been a level of support too for GTII for some time. And since that's the case, I would have to assume that because there was a buyback afterwards, you can see it right here on the time and sales for what was this? This was afternoon, 1 o'clock. So at 1:05 in the afternoon, where that order just came in and it dropped. I know you've seen this also, GTII. I mean, Maddie. Look at that. I called you by your alias name. Sorry about that. So you have two orders here. Per Webull, 6,275 shares at spot 2511 and 6,451 shares. So this was 5 minutes apart from each other. And then it jumped right back to 26 cents with 5,120 shares and 3,200 shares. Then drops back down the same minute at 3,600 shares, 2,400 shares. That's at spot 2513. Then jumps back to 26. Then starts to go back up. Look at that. I got a big order here for 15,000 at what was this, 3:19 in the afternoon at spot 2701. 200 shares at spot 2715. 10,000 on the sell here. It's crazy. That is wild. What's up, Mark? What's going on with you, man? Like, I even show you from here, man. Like, it's been holding up. It's been holding up for real. Wow, I don't. Okay, there you go. And the volume for today, it seems like it increased a lot more from yesterday's volume at 209,700. Today we had a volume of 338,813 shares traded. If we look back and we see what happened with the cost of borrow fee and the shares available to borrow, you can tell that for a certain at a certain time, 15 minutes, we had the cost of borrow fee at 14.27%, and the shares had increased from 1,400,000 to 1,600,000. So it hasn't been this high for I don't know how long. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the highest it's ever been. Or is this many shares available to borrow? Wow, why am I sweaty? Jeez. And it dropped from 14.27% to 11.87%. So there are definitely, there's definitely some stuff going on here for sure. I mean, but to see that, in my opinion, to see that they really tried to bring this down, Man, we were literally in like 25 cents. We were literally in this area. Who knows what could have happened, but quite frankly, we were technically in that little small bearish divergence. So it was foretold that it was going to drop a little bit. I thought perhaps it would be around 26-cent range, but not knowing it would actually drop back to this area and then bounce off. And same thing happened the day of February 21st. So remember that this big jump here, this 8-cent rally from a low here of spot 255, and then it jumped and ended up jumping all the way to 34, all to a close of 28 cents. So it just all keeps leading to 28 cents back and forth, and just holding it there. So sweating because he's ill. Zelly gave Lion cooties. Yeah. QLI. We're gonna actually look into that in just a few moments. But yeah, compared to yesterday, man, everything just seemed so red, so bloody. You can even see OCGN down almost 8%. What else? DJT was down 6.43%. GDC is at almost $1. So that thing is coming down for sure. Fngr was down 3.23%. AMC was down 14.29%. I'm good. I'm good, Mark. I'm hanging there. I'm hanging. Yeah, I can't even talk. I'm gonna make this into a short stream because I'm just like I'm out of it right now. Can't even think straight, honestly. But show must go on, right? Anyways, happy Thursday. Good Friday's tomorrow, so we're gonna make sure that we have a good Friday indeed. And see what happens. But yeah, it's just to quickly just check on GTII and show you that this is a wild up and down motion type of day, So compare for this 4-hour candle to this 4-hour candle. This was a big buyback for sure. If you guys can agree, So pretty much the bulls beat the bears. So it was more buying volume than selling volume. Here in the 4-hour candle, in the beginning of market, and the next 4 hours afterwards was more selling. 112,331 shares, and then the next 4-hour candle it was 225,006 shares. Gave it a nice wick, bull wick, and a nice engulfed green candle, full body and all that. So this leaves me with a lot of optimism, and I'm loving the bounce, and which coincides with what I said before. And now that the MACD is currently facing a potential bottom and looking for that rebound, I can see that this is eventually all going to play out coming next week, and I'm looking forward to it, y'all. So Yeah, I also see that this guy's gonna come on at 9 p.m. He's gonna stream too, so I wouldn't want y'all guys to miss out on that. I'm gonna just like go quickly on this stream and then we're gonna. Yeah, I know. That's why I just mentioned it, Matt. Fuck. Um. What did I? I think. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely gotten weaker from here. So this is pretty good. On the hourly, I like this bounce for sure. This has a lot of potential to turn around and rebound from here for next week. So we can see this back to 28 cents, and I think the main target is that we go crossing over 30 cents for GTII next week. I don't know what the effect is going to be. I mean, it's always subject to change, so it's just speculation. I'm just doing it for the technical of it. But if anything changes for whatever reason in terms of the 10K or like, then I'm sure that the charts will probably change too as well. Nothing's for sure, but from what I can see from here, like the more this becomes an uptrend, and the more I believe that this can follow through and try to break back over 28 cents and finally hit 30 cents. All the traders go running there. Yeah, it's funny. Let's check. Let's just check CLI right now. CLI, right? CLI. Oh, QLI. What am I talking about? It's right here. Wow. Ooh. So this ended up at the PM gappers list here in the scanner. This was up in the day 13.8%, and it ran an extra 67.19% here the after hours. Wow, what a run. What a run for sure. Look at that. Yeah, I heard he's serving 25 years. They finally gave him his time. I'm guessing without parole or without bail. I mean, does he still get bail? Or is this no bail and he's gonna stay rotting in jail? Bars. Wow, so this was trading at 52 cents before? Oh no, this was 35 cents back here on the 29th of February. So it's way up there. You can see it had his attempt here. It had a nice swing. A nice scalping opportunity here from 35 to 57. Oh, no, is that 57? No, I'm bugging. From 35 cents all the way to a high of 90 cents. Wow. That's pretty cool, huh? And then from here we got a low of 59 cents all the way to a high of $1.20 here in the after hours. What caused this to run? You may say. You might ask. if it consolidates like this, and this is on the 5-minute, but if you see this, and then the MACD is literally bottoming out from there. I think that's a good trend so far to recognize. Hold on, this thing just went crazy on me. Hold on. This is the only trouble I have with Thinkorswim. I gotta be like taking my time scrolling back and zooming in. As of right now, there could be some cooling down here. You see the bands turn red, so it's going from bullish to bearish. So it could come down, and there could be some profit taking for those that was scalping this. I'm assuming, in my opinion, I think that this would be the case. What's up, Mark Maddox? What caused it to run? Not too sure. Insiders, big whales. Something that has to do with the stock. I mean, it's part of the healthcare sector, so there's not. Let me see. Okay, so back in January 12th, there was news here that they had gotten an extension to meet the minimum bid price rule for Nasdaq, and shares had risen. They had that 180-day extension, and it says here the deadline would be on July 8th. So technically today, actually no. So if it closes Monday above $1, then that you would have to start counting from that day, because they have 10 consecutive days to meet the bid requirement, just like how OCG ended, and they've been doing pretty well, holding above $1, and even managed to reach $2 about a few days ago. So they don't have to worry about getting delisted from Nasdaq. But who knows? I mean, there could be possibility of some type of news to come out the next week to know why this happened. But that's the only thing that I'm getting from the stock as of this year. What's going on with you, Mark Maddox? Why are you booing? Why you gotta be so mean? So let's look at the 4-hour real quick. Of course, the 4-hour will show us that this thing boomed, and so I would assume that since it actually started cooling off, that this would try to hold off at $1. And if not, and if it starts to take, if it starts to sell off a bit, my opinion, it would have to meet the 8-day moving average exponential at, was that 77 cents? So somewhere around 77 cents. So I'm going to put this line right here, which you can call that the next level of support. So either from here, or if it stays consolidating above $1 and try to go for another run, another leg up, those are the two scenarios. All right. But of course, this is why you always look into the other time frames. Go to the smaller time frames to then give you more of that confirmation. But since this thing exploded right off the gate, well, actually, this actually it was primed towards middle of the day from 57 cents, and then it started gradually going up and towards closing, where from 67 cents it exploded up to 100, not 100, $1.20. So perhaps, you know, we have those scenarios where this could blow off its top again right here. This could hold above $1. It says 98, so it doesn't have to be that accurate, but it could hold off right there, and then we'd see another leg up, right, if this holds up. But if this continues to turn red in the bands, if you see right here, and pull back, then we will see some profit taking on all that yada yada good stuff. And here you already see a cross on the MACD, indicating that we have a pullback incoming. Also here on the RSI, which is of course overbought and starting to curl down, and the TTM squeeze here showing that the momentum is decreasing back down, coming back to the downside. So if you're in it for a quick scalp, mark, look for those levels. I'd say more than likely that would happen. You would have some type of cool down. So what is going on? Oh, you also sneak out. 9 p.m. for Ace and Ham. Yeah, I'm about to tune in for that. Again, this is just a short stream, and then let you guys tune in to Ace and go and relax and watch and listen. But yeah, US1 Tahoe. Thank you, man. Thank you for showing support. US1 Tahoe from Ace's stream. I mean, not Ace's stream. They got Arca. US1 Tahoe from Arca, man. I appreciate you. And yeah, for tuning in, and much love. Enjoy your walk with Moose. Blessings, man, and enjoy the rest of your Good Friday and your weekend. All right, brother, so take care of yourself. Market Addicts, did y'all hear there's going to be a huge shortage of rice and beans in the Northeast because of the Key Bridge collapse? Oh my God. Yeah, it's starting. I mean, you're talking about trucks, you know, not being able to go into specific states. Because remember the whole trucker protest? I mean, if that didn't go through, I mean, imagine the combination of both, man. I mean, you have the truckers not going to New York, and on top of that, you got the whole accident that happened with the Key Bridge and the rerouting of the cargo. Man, that's gonna be one heck of a tough time to, you know, receive all those goods. And not only that, but, you know, seeing an influx in prices of all those things. Rice, imagine a bag of rice, you know, freaking jumping from $20. I don't know how much it is a bag. Like, you know, what was it, 15 pounds, 20 pounds? I would only have to say, because it only affects that specific section of the country. So as long as you don't I mean, that's including myself, because I'm up here. I'm up in New York. But, you know, anyone who doesn't live here, I mean, you're pretty much good. I'm just gonna have to eat less rice in the next coming months, since I'm a rice eater. Let's see. I want to look at. Let me see. Let me look at QLI on the cost to borrow. Oh, the fee is dropping here. It was at 16%. Now it's down almost 14% here with 250,000 shares available to borrow. So that accident should have never happened. They should have had barriers in front of the pillars to the ship. Right. I mean, don't they have that in bridges? Like, don't they have those barriers? Because that's pretty much hard to believe that they would actually forget to do that to that bridge specific. And on top of that, for that ship to run full speed right into that. But then again, like, what? I mean, was the bridge that freaking delicate? So in that amount of force, pretty much to bring down the bridge just like that. I mean, it looked like a toy when that whole thing happened. Was it really a drawbridge? Wait, that was a drawbridge? No ramen for Queens. Yeah, even ramen is probably going to be more expensive. You go to one of those restaurants. No ramen for you. Oh no, no ramen for you. This is what? Is this the daily? Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Did I see this? Yeah, we got a bounce off here in the on this indicator. Let me look here. I swear, like this thing looks way different. Where we at? Let me see. Look at the daily. Yeah, same thing here. So, Oh, damn. That's pretty cool. Nah, hate short weeks in the market. See you next week, peeps. Good luck out there in the jungle. Have a happy upcoming Easter. Yes, sir. We're gonna have coming up shortly here, 10 minutes before I wrap this up. And yeah, we'll just discuss quickly. Let me see. Oh God, Jesus. Oh, GDC, what the hell? How about them apples, huh? What is this? Oh, on the 22nd here. March 22nd, GD Culture Group Limited announces registered direct offering. So it had announced that it had entered into a definitive agreement with several investors for the purchase and sale of an aggregate of 810,277 shares of the company's common stock at a purchase price of $1.14 per share in a registered direct offering. Oh, the aggregate gross proceeds to the company are expected to be approximately $926,957. The transactions are expected to close on or about March 26, which was 2 days ago, subject to the satisfaction of customary closing conditions. So that is, at least that was finalized, and that is actually taking effect. It did say $1.14 is the reason why we see this long. I mean, they must have known that it was actually coming, but look at that. We had GDC at 95 cents, but what a divergence here. What a bearish. I mean, look at this. It went tight for a bit, and then it started to expand from here. So yeah, this looks to make a lot more moves to the downside. If it holds up over $1, then you could have a bounce, but yeah, that looks ugly. I did not expect that from GDC. Let me see, 4-hour chart for GDC. Okay, so it's trying to change its mind. Okay, maybe it wants to rebound from here, from $1. So we'll try to follow within this range, maybe. So I'm gonna just put a rectangle here. All right. Boom. Okay, trades within this range. I'll be like, woo. Imagine a little double bottom there. Keep that in mind. So, DJ. I'll just say moving quick here. Huh? The Key Bridge was a toll facility operated by the Maryland Transportation Authority. The bridge was the outermost of 3 toll crossings of Baltimore's harbor, along with the Baltimore Harbor. The bridge carried an estimated 11.5 million vehicles annually. It was a designated hazardous materials truck route, as hazmats are prohibited in both tunnels. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, I was like looking at it. I'm like, where's the drawbridge? There's no drawbridge there. Be bugging sometimes. But yeah, anyways, here with OCGN. This looks like it's starting to head back to that last previous level of support around 150, and trying to meet with the 50-day moving average exponential here, which is also at 152. And apparently, I don't know why earnings keeps getting pushed up forward. I don't know what earnings is. Says April 1st on Monday, but since we are getting a little bounce off here towards the end of the day, I would like to think that it is closing in on establishing a bottom once again around this area, and hopefully we get to return and see this come back to the upside. And let's see. Dude, it was a bad joke, meaning bridge was drawn like a pencil. Oh shoot. Oh man, what we got here? The hourly. Man, got the hourly here trying to bounce back too as well. Let's see. Okay, so the MACD is trying to pull something here. It's trying to pull a little bounce. Trying to go right back over. The RSI too as well. So in the meantime, I think that we are definitely seeing a confirmation of this establishing a bottom right here, and for this to start turning back above 170. Let's hope that happens next week. And if not, then it will continue to come back down to meet that previous level of support at 150, and then try for that leg up. So that or that. DJT, I'm moving real quick. DJT here on the hourly. Remember I was talking about this before. I still think that this is not gonna press over 80. We have weakness here in these here cases. It looks like it's sloping down. On the 4 hour here, you can definitely see that cross over right here. They got an arrow, green arrow, pointing to the downside, and we're seeing that this is potentially pulling back even more. Maybe an attempt to go back down to like $50 next week. I'm just making speculation here, not financial advice. All the indicators are showing that it's cooling off. People taking profit here. And as for the TTM squeeze, it's also doing that too as well. It's losing momentum. And it's just driving back to the downside. So we got those levels to worry about. So $50 around there in that range, that could be a possibility. All right. I'm just gonna like, what we got? We got almost an hour. ANGH was up 8.24%. How about that, man? Mark, what's up with that? Huh? How about them apples? We got it hit $2. Came back to cool off a little bit, and it bounced right off the 21-day moving average, exponential. So I mean, there's some good news here so far. MACD looking like this could start to rebound too as well. I got a nice little bounce here. I like what I'm seeing so far. Even the TTM is actually agreeing with that too. The momentum is actually coming back to the upside, in hopes that we get to see this type of momentum carry out. Going back over $2. Solid green, yeah, definitely a solid green day, which is cool to see. Apparently earnings is on the 4th before market opens. Any news in terms of ANGH? No, so nothing yet. But the trend is literally, I mean, the chart is really showing us that there is definitely that nice potential to push back over $2 and getting into that resistance at 220, which would be marvelous for sure. If you notice here in the hourly, yes, you would notice that the trend is also holding up pretty well, pretty strongly. If you see, the 8-day and the 21-day, side to side, and as long as it stays above the 50-day, we can see this definitely bounce for sure, and try to attempt to go past above $2 and so forth. All right, mate. So just take that into consideration. Take a mental note, and hope for the best. But so far, I like how this is looking. Got this Gtii, still looking for more upside potential here. And in confirmation with what I'm talking about here. Yeah. And, alright, yeah. Look at that. Oh gosh, mate. Much obliged. What the hell? Oh my god. So yeah, that's a good thing. At least something is green, because the whole day was just a crap show. A lot of red in the air. Wow. You got it right on the nose, huh? Good stuff, man. Oh, and then you know what? I'm gonna just end it with cooler, real quick, and then I'm gonna call it a night, real early, guys. Real early. So what can we say about Kulo? What can we say about Cooler? Cooler just bounced off, actually. Here, we had a moment here where Cooler dropped, gave us a nice bullwhip back to the upside. It dropped in a low of 35 cents here off the 21-day moving average exponential, and made it into this area again of support around 38 cents, which is where it closed at. So here, so pretty much what we got here is an attempt to what is this? Nice little hammer growing. So overall, I think this still is not done from being over, and I still believe that there's so much potential for this to blow its top off. So let's just hope for the best. All right, Mark Art, you going off? Thank you, as always, man. And you enjoy your Good Friday. We'll talk soon. And if not, have a wonderful weekend and a great Easter Sunday. Much love, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get off. Yeah, I'm just gonna go off, cause like it's just not for me. Like I'm just not. To be honest, I'm just not feeling it. Not feeling it, man. I'm out of it. All right, but I will soon get back into my grind next week. So I have all these days to reset, regenerate. We gotta all get back on the grind. Gotta all be at Zen. Let's be at Zen. Be at Zen. All right. So yeah. I'm saying cooler is cool. Yeah, anyway, yeah, have fun. Yeah, have fun in that stream. I'm out. All right, guys. Thanks for everybody who joined in. Oh no, oh good. I'm just actually I'm gonna call it a night, man. I got some things to think about. So, man, so I appreciate you, man. To everybody, Mark Maddox, Maddie, US1 Tahoe who came by. Appreciate him showing love and everything. Yeah. Out this. Big hugs, man. Much love to all. And for us to have a better week tomorrow. I mean, next week. Enjoy your Easters. All right. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. or if you're traveling. Yeah, cheers. Cheers, mate. And stay blessed. And we'll see you next week. Um, and yes.